Namaste, friends. This is Elle with Sacred Union Tarot, and I am here to do a zodiac reading for the sign of Cancer for March 2022. I'll go through the decks that I'm going to use. That was the Empowerment deck, and this is the Sacred Self-Care Oracle, and we will have those at the very end of this reading. I'm also going to use alternately the Rumi Oracle, as well as the Wisdom from the Hidden Realms. I want to say Secret Oracle. So I'm going to do week by week, and I will use these decks alternately. And then for the first week, for each consecutive week, let's put it that way, I'm going to use a different tarot deck, and that is the Gilded Tarot by Ciro Marchetti. I'm going to use the original Rider-Waite Tarot. I'm going to use the Psychic Tarot by John Holland, and then I will use the Shadowscapes Tarot. For each week will be a different tarot deck. And then if I need any clarification for these are like 4 little mini readings week by week. Clarification is my Crystal Visions clarification deck, and that is shuffled and ready to go. So I'm going to get started for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Cross Watchers. So I am just checking something really quickly. Okay, just wanted to make sure. All right. Let's get started with the Wisdom from the Hidden Realms and see what week 1, March 2022 looks like. The Eagle King, the big picture, and angelic help. So this is for Cancer, week 1, March 2022. That is a number 12 card. The Eagle King is a sign that your highest destiny is within reach. You're on the right path now, even if you can't see where you're going. The Eagle King soars high above the mountains and valleys of life and is able to see the big picture when you seem to be lost in a bit of a fog. He makes formidable ally as he takes your prayers up toward the sun and releases them to the divine. They will be answered in the highest good of all. It is a fortunate omen when the Eagle King decides to be your ally. Okay, so which deck? Psychic Tarot. So let's find out what's going on. For seeing the big picture, it's kind of like this is kind of like the Hangman card. Kind of seeing the big picture, which might give you a different perspective, but also there is angelic help on the way. So connect with your angels, guides, meditate and connect with your guardian angel or your spirit guides. They are there to help you. You know, in all honesty, we wouldn't be put on this planet in human form as a soul without support. We wouldn't. It's just not something that the divine would even consider. His light card, there's a sun card. Remember, it said taking your prayers to the sun. So this is the 19 card. This is the sun card. This is reaching out to divine light for angelic help. This one goes here, they said, in the center. Okay, so what's next? Okay, the 11 card, which is balance. Wow, the 14 card, which is patience, and solitude, the 9 card. So balance is that justice, and patience is temperance, and 9 is the Hierophant. So here are 4 major arcanas. Which way do they want this to go? 4 major arcanas to start your reading. So this is powerful energy. Kind of being sent to you, and you're interacting with really high level energy. 4 major arcanas, and this being the Hangman. So you are getting a perspective now, with a spiritual perspective. And there's karmic resolution, which restores balance. There are 2 cards of balance. Patience, that Temperance card is also a card of balance for me. So this is really balanced energy. And the Sun card is happy. It's like you have found your spiritual equilibrium. And you've had lessons that have taught you that, but when you look from above and you get the big picture, you see that they were karmic lessons to help your soul growth. That's exactly what it means. Let's see what else. I love 4 major arcana, and I actually say 5 with that Eagle King being the Hangman. So now we have mental conflict. This is the 2 of Swords. Sacrifice, 12. There's the Hangman card right there. And moving on, this is the 6 of Swords. So it seems like somebody is having to decide whether or not, and this card stayed down when I picked up the deck, discontent and boredom. This is the 4 of Cups. Okay, so what this feels like to me is that this is the situation that you're in, and here's the energy. So this feels like somebody is seeing the big picture. Look, I mean, this is the absolute Hangman card. But here in this deck, it's called Sacrifice. And it feels like either, and I don't know if you see all the 12s, but this is a 6, a 4, and a 2, another 12. Wow. Something is not aligned for your highest good anymore. Something's not making you happy. And you're conflicted about whether or not. So this is for the first week of March 2022. You're conflicted of whether or not you need to leave this behind. Because you feel like either you're sacrificing yourself if you stay, you're sacrificing part of your happiness if you go, or you're sacrificing them. And there's the 18 shadow. There. This is the Moon card. So we have the Sun and the Moon and another major arcana. So Cancer, you're really under some really heavy energy. Out of all the cards here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 major arcanas, 2 Hanged Man. This is seeing this as a higher perspective. There's something hidden. Here's the 4 of Wands card. And the 8 of Wands card, accelerated motion and foundation and achievements. Okay, so it might be that you need to move on for your spiritual sovereignty, for your, this is the end of a karmic situation. And you've learned, you have the opportunity to learn really profound spiritual lessons if you step back and take a different perspective of what is going on. And look at this as like, this is a spiritual lesson. There's the overt, and then there's the deeper lesson, this deeper karmic resolution. And this is going to create this more firm foundation. This is 4 Wands, could be twin flame energy, and then accelerated motion. Don't know if you realize, but 8 and 4 is another 12. Incredible. And this is, things will move faster, and they'll be more stable when you embrace this lesson. Okay, so we're going to leave that there. That's for the first week of March. The good thing is we're going to get some sacred self-care and some empowerment advice at the end of this monthly reading. So let's move on to the Rumi Oracle. Oh, this card stayed on the deck. The Sun Dancers, joyful activity, celebration of life, and abundance. And look at that kind of union energy. It's a 32 card, so a 5. But it feels like union energy. So there may be something you have to let go of in order to allow twin flame energy to come in. Not quite sure what all of that means yet, but let's take a look at week number 2 for Cancer, March 2022, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Cross Watchers. All right, so let's check it out. What's going on? Not wanting to. Okay, there it is. Hand of Fatima. This is a 43 card. It's almost like reaching out. So let's see what... and for these oracles, I just read what jumps out at me. And so that every reading is a little different because what jumps out is relevant to the reading. I can never leave you, not for a moment, not for an hour. You are everything I do. You are in everything I do. You are my everything. My drink is your sweetness. I move to your command. I am surrendered prey in your hands, and you are my consuming lion. Your soul and my soul are truly one soul. There is twin flame energy. I swear to our one soul, I long for no one but you. In the garden of your grace, I am only a germinating sprout. The crown of my blooming is the desire to be in your arms. That is definitely twin. I swear Rumi was a twin flame. Fatima holds the wildness of divine feminine wisdom and the sanctity of life. She has great gifts of ecstatic presence, only able to be experienced through the spirit living in the body. She will share this if you allow her to guide you. Once your spirit recognizes this, even just gets a whiff of Fatima's glorious fragrance, the enthusiasm for life ignites, and the wonders of the world experienced through the body become a way to revere the great beloved and turn all life into the temple of love. That is exactly what was in the Hidden Realms card that stayed on the table. Okay, so let's pull from the Gilded Tarot by Ciro Marchetti and see what comes out of this. And it feels like maybe Fatima is the angel, your part of your guardian team, that you might need to ask for help. See how she's reaching the hand up to the divine, and Fatima is reaching out to help. And this is divine union, just like we saw in that card. There is the Three of Swords. So it feels like you're going through some sort of pain, and you know, after that first week of maybe having to release something that is no longer serving you, and really elevate and learn this karmic lesson. There's the Eight of Cups in reverse. Yeah. King of Pentacles in the upright. Okay, so what this feels like is somebody is having difficulty. The not walking away has led to some painful heartache, and the walking away leads to some painful heartache. I mean, it's a double-edged sword. You do if you're going to be, it's going to be painful if you do, it's going to be painful if you don't. But then this King of Pentacles is very grounded. I'm going to have to clarify that. I want to see what else comes out here. Oh, look at the Ten of Swords right over that Three of Swords. Holy cow. Yeah, this ending is very painful. And somebody has resisted doing it. That's in the challenge position to a sword. Yep. Definitely resistance. Yep. Five of Pentacles. It makes perfect sense, doesn't it? Resisting the walking away, the leaving. The Six of Swords flew out. Somebody has been resisting, and it's just been so painful. There's the Nine. They've been very anxious about it, very worried, very concerned, you know, over-processing in their mind what needs to be done, how to do it, you know, how's this going to affect me, how's it going to affect them, how's it going to affect the people around us, you know, when I make this decision, what impact is it going to have? Well, there's the Two of Cups. So there you go. This could be bringing in a soulmate connection, moving on to a soulmate connection with the Six of Swords, going directly in the Two of Cups. Okay, so let's go to, oh yeah, Nine of Wands. It's been a long process to try and figure this out. Let me find out who the King of Pentacles is in this reading. It feels like it could be an earth sign. Could be that might be somebody that you're connected to. That's what moving on brings in. This very grounded King of Pentacles. Could be earth sign. Could be somebody with a lot of abundance. Could be somebody who's just very down to earth. Let's see, who is this King of Pentacles, please, Spirit? I don't know how to take that card. It's the Three of Cups. That's the Union card. It kind of flew out over here, and I couldn't tell when I lifted it up whether I lifted it up. There's, oh, Page of Swords. Somebody's watching you, but it's not somebody. The person that you're leaving seems to be watching you. And there's the Knight of Wands. You know, that's somebody maybe coming toward you impulsively. Look at that Eight of Swords energy. I asked who the King of Pentacles was, and I got the Three of Cups, and that's union energy. That's divine counterpart energy with this Two of Cups. But right over this moving forward card, you have this person who's watching you, and it feels like this person that you're releasing, and they're wanting you to stay trapped in this energy. Bottom of the deck, yeah. They don't want you to move on. They want you to stay. And there is the Ten of Pentacles. Oh, it feels like a marriage. Feels like you're moving away from a marriage. See if you can see that a little more. This Ten of Pentacles flew right out over here. This person wants you to stay in this commitment, although it's no longer serving you. And you're just beyond exhausted. And you feel like you're self-sabotaging. There's that sacrifice. You're self-sacrificing. And look underneath the Lovers. Yeah. And the Strength card underneath that. Lots of major arcana coming in. But it feels like you have to let go, and you're asking for divine guidance, asking for protection, because what's coming in is going to serve for your highest and greatest good, which is probably a twin flame kind of energy. All right, so let's clear this. So that's for the second week. And so it feels like this is a pretty fluid storyline about having to leave something behind that's no longer serving you, and that really, I'm surprised I haven't seen the Devil card, is becoming somewhat toxic to you, and it feels like you're wanting to move on, but it's causing you great anxiety, probably because you've invested a lot of time and money. Time, resources, money. All right, let's put that Rooming Oracle back. I always have to shuffle when I replace the cards. It's just my guidance. And then we're going to go Wisdom of the Hidden Realms for the third week of March 2022 for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Cross Watchers. Let's see what comes out for week number 3. See if there's a shift. Feels like there's going to be a shift, but let's see what the energy says. Cards represent energies. And that's what tarot is, reading the energy, not so much the cards. The cards are an illustration of the energy. Ooh, see? The Lady of the Gift and the Desert Prince. Survival, false promises, and generosity, receiving, and withholding. So we have the 19 and 20 card. So this is a sequence of events. And so I'm just going to quickly read. I think we got those cards in other readings as well. The Desert Prince. When you stumble upon the Desert Prince, you receive a gift. So now we have a gift here. 2 gifts represented. The plant life that exists in the desert environment is well defended, tough, and succulent, even though it gets little or no water. In spite of the external conditions, extraordinary life can form and thrive. So despite your external situation, an extraordinary life is possible. Be tough, have courage, and dare to dream no matter what the circumstances. It may seem to be a hard time, but only will you survive. Not only will you survive, you will thrive. In spite of the conditions, you'll succeed. Dry spells are also true tests of faith and courage. Expect nothing less than what is in your most precious dreams and watch miracles manifest. I said there was going to be a shift. So what's the Lady of the Gift? The Lady of the Gift brings a message of tithing. To be your ally, she requires you to look at the nature and method of your giving to others. This world is your church, and you only need to distribute 10% of your wealth to others to ensure that the flow continues. Yet this doesn't necessarily mean giving money away, nor does it imply a direct action of charity, even though the tradition of tithing is material. In fact, the kind of tithing the lady asks you isn't tangible or material at all. She is asking you to look at all human beings as important in the divine scheme of things and show others that you believe in them. All right, so there's the shift of perspective. You're looking now at this karmic lesson as being necessary, but also necessary for the partner you're disengaging from. Pretty awesome. Sorry, I'm chewing on a piece of ice in the ice water. All right, so let's see. That was that looking at things from the higher perspective. Those two hangman energies is now you're going to see that this person was really valuable to your life. There's the Five of Pentacles again. Kind of the moving on, the leaving behind. It feels like abandoning. There's the Queen of Cups, they say over here. Okay. You know, and oh yeah, there it is. There's the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. Still remain emotionally compassionate. The Queen of Cups to me is a compassionate queen. She is there to offer compassion and a deeper understanding of what is going on in the spiritual scenario is what I heard. But here is definitely somebody, you've already made this shift. It feels like the third week you have come to the point of being independent, possibly divorced or separated, on your own, self-reliant. But you're still understanding the compassionate that this person, this breakup is painful for both of you. So you're going to, you know, still continue to kind of energetically bless them. Ooh, there's the Death card. Yeah, definitely an ending with the Nine of Pentacles and the Death. Probably the ending of a, but it may transform the relationship into something more positive and productive. Ace of Pentacles or Page of Pentacles, and ooh, there is the Three of Pentacles. So here is the Page of Pentacles. This is kind of like that offering, that giving, and it may be something material that you give. You may need to help this person out financially, but also, you know, this partnership. You may convert this relationship into a more almost like a Six of Pentacles energy, and an equilibrium of give and take. You may say, you know what, I'm still going to cherish the good in this. Ah, the Hanged Man. Yeah. Seeing this partnership in a different direction, in a different light, and from a different perspective, that's a challenge. But when you do that, you're bringing in this gift, this compassionate energy, and then you will look back and know that that was what you were meant to do. Bottom of the deck, the Page of Cups. Yeah, sending some messages of just being in good faith and, you know, compassionate energy. And helping when needed, because this person may still need either some emotional support or some financial help. It just is, that was very obvious. Okay, so that was week 3. Oh, this is a beautiful storyline, Cancer. It really is. It really makes me feel positive that what you're moving on from such a position of grace and compassion. And that's beautiful energy. Sorry, my tripod is a little crooked when I move my camera. Let's see if that's better. Okay, so let's see for the 4th week, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Cross Watchers for March 2022. I just feel so uplifted now. I feel like a spiritual ascension is happening in this month where you're in your relationship with others, and that significant relationship, a significant other, possibly a life partner. Okay, well, we have quite a bit here. Passion for purpose, 1. I'll have to lay these down. And the all-encompassing hand. Now, this is the 2nd time we've seen the reference to hand. So I'll read briefly each one of these, just briefly. That's a lot of reading. It's a 2 card, a 6 card, and a 20 card. So you have a 2 and a 2 with the 6. And this feels like that 6 of Pentacles energy. So this is a decision you have to make. You can either make it from the heat of passion or you can make it from a grounded energy. So let's see what number 2 says first. Love, like life, flows through the heart. Feel the thrill of the flow and say nothing. I'm just going to see what the guidance is. You are being initiated more deeply into your life purpose. Your passion will reveal itself to you with more depth, nuance, and beauty than ever before. If parts of your life are disassembling or do not seem to be working out as you had planned, there are symptoms of this passionate revelation. Be curious and open to what presents itself in the wake of falling away. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's look at the 20, or oh, we got to do the 6 next. 1. I have abolished duality from myself. I have seen the 2 worlds as one. One I seek, one I know, one I see, one I call. There is a resolution and a perfect coming together of elements in your life that might have seemed disparate or in conflict. Something you have been trying to integrate is so very nearly ready to click into place. So whatever it is that's coming in is ready to kick into place, but you have this situation that has to be resolved. The disassembling is what they called it. Wow. Okay, the all-encompassing hand. You are the essence of my existence. Who am I? A mirror in your hand. Whatever you do, I will do. That's twin flame energy for sure. I am your irresistible reflection. With every breath, I feel my heart beating with yours. In your joy, I am exuberant. In your sadness, I am sorrow. If you are bitter, I become bitter. If you are grace, I become grace. My joy is when I am bewildered in your beauty and taste the sweetness of love on your lips. Whew. If I pick a rose without you, it becomes a thorn in my hand. If I am the thorn, then I become a rose in your hand. Oh my gosh, is that not the most beautiful? Okay. There may be a situation or circumstance in your life that you may feel is somehow unable to be resolved. This oracle comes to you with reassurance that there is nothing beyond the reach of the divine hand of grace. All can be solved, all can be resolved. There is always a higher, better, more beautiful outcome possible. Wow. Okay, this is going to be the last week for 2022, March, for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Cross Watchers. So let's come out in the tarot. I mean, I could leave it there. That is absolutely summing up this entire reading. The hand of the divine is in this. 2 of Pentacles, struggling and juggling. 2, 2, 2. And also 2, 4, 6 is 10. There is the Ace of Swords. There's the Ace of Truth right there. Clarity, and look at how similar that energy looks. See that? It's almost like a sword coming down. There is the truth. You have just encountered a fundamental truth of your divine plan and path. There is the King of Swords. Yep. You're having to face this truth, and it's not easy. And it is not an easy decision. That's why this king is sitting down. He is still trying to come to this decision. Now, this was in the challenge position, the Fool. Yeah, starting over is a challenge. Starting over, getting this new beginning, this in truth, and, you know, facing this truth is tough. It's hurtful. It's painful, because this has been something that's been established in your life for a long time. There's the Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Pentacles in the challenge position. The Queen of Wands is a passionate action, but then she's kind of being stifled by the practical. So it's almost like you have your passions are being kind of stifled by your practicality. Ooh, here's the Star in reverse. Okay, so maybe losing a little hope, maybe not being able to heal this. You feel like it's not going to heal if you move forward. There is the Moon card. Maybe not everything is visible. Maybe you're not following your intuition. And there is the Knight of Cups. This is chasing your ultimate happiness, your Ace of Cups. It's hard. Justice. That's the 11 card, yeah. Feels like that there's a twin flame that's ready to try and come in with a new emotional, in a new emotional kind of beginning. But you have to face this truth first. Bottom of the deck, they said. 10 of Pentacles again. Okay. All right. Well, I think that's pretty self-explanatory. It's a difficult decision to make, especially when something has been established in your life for such a long time. And, you know, follow your own guidance, your own discernment. You know, I'm just going to preface this. I don't ever make life decisions based upon a tarot reading. Tarot just gives me the opportunity to have a deeper understanding of the energies, and then I make the decisions what is for my highest and greatest good based upon my own guidance. So I'm just going to throw that out there. Okay, Cancer, let's take some sacred self-care cards and some empowerment cards. These readings have been really wonderful for this zodiac. I mean, they've been very clear. So let's see what the Divine suggests you do for the month of March 2022 for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Cross-Watch Cancers. And also, this is suggestions on how to take care of your mind, body, and spirit during this month. It feels like a month of definite divine shifting. Chanting, number 8 card. Positive affirmations. Awesome. We're going to get some empowerment cards, some affirmations. Lots of meditation and yoga, perhaps. Flow like water. Allow the emotions to flow. Don't hold them back. Soak in a bath. A cleansing bath, like a saltwater bath, to help cleanse your energy. Make an altar, like mine here. This is an example of my altar. This is where I do my spiritual work. Maybe chant in front of your altar to raise your vibration and connect with your womb. And that feels to me like your divine feminine, your Empress energy. It may also suggest, I'm just going to throw it out there, that you get a checkup if you're a divine feminine or in transition. in a female body or transitioning to a female body, you may want to get a checkup. I'm just going to throw that out there because that's what they're saying. Okay, I'm going to pull these up, and then let's do some empowerment cards. Here's some affirmations for you to help uplift you and sustain you through this time. Direct from Spirit. This is the empowerment cards. For Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Cross Watchers, March 2022. What do my viewers need to know? What encouragement can they get to empower themselves? And I just want to say thank you to all the other tarot readers out there that are doing divine work, helping get messages and give people insight into the energies and provide, you know, a kind of a spiritual compass to help us all, because we are all connected. So what one does for one segment of the collective, they actually do for all. So thank you to all the other readers, psychic, energy readers, healers, everybody that are doing light work, because it's so important right now at this time that we all do the work that we have come here to do. So if you would cooperate with me to help me increase getting these messages out just by interacting with the videos on my channel in some way, you can go through all the videos and look at the storyline. I mean, it's been very clear since probably August. There has been a definite storyline of, I mean, we can't take all those. We're not going to take all those. I'm going to shuffle a couple more times and then there we go. And there's a flipper. Okay, let's see. If you are going to rise, you might as well shine. Throw me to the wolves and I'll come back leading the pack. What is coming is better than what is gone. I thought about this card when we saw that Six of Swords. Okay, and notice that all of these cards are the exact same pictorial representative. If you're going to rise, you might as well shine. Throw me to the wolves, I'll come back leading the pack, and what is coming is better than what has gone. There we go. That is a unified message, because the cards are not all of that illustration. You can waste your life drawing lines, or you can live your life crossing them. There's that Six of Swords energy again. Great things never come from comfort zones. Is that the best way to end this reading? All right, I wish you well, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Cross Watchers. Namaste.